In the shadowy alley amidst the dismal shops, where the lanterns flickered with a feeble light, I felt like prey trapped in a snare. It was the moment I regretted deciding to dash into the store for milk in its final minutes of operation. It was eerily deserted around me, and the silence was searing my nerves as I wandered through the narrow passages between the shelves, searching for what I needed. Soon, I felt a gaze upon me, a heavy, unpleasant gaze that pierced me to the bone. Turning around, I froze in place, petrified, as my gaze locked onto the ominous creature protruding from the shadows between two rows of groceries. It was a massive entity, covered in thick, tousled hair as if grown from the very darkness. Its eyes gleamed in the darkness, emitting an ominous light that seemed akin to fire burning within its heart. My first instinct was to flee, but my legs were rooted to the ground as if they were too heavy to move. I simply stood there, paralyzed with fear, unable to tear my gaze away from this beast. The creature approached me, its steps heavy and rhythmic, as if it had no bones in its body. Each of its steps sounded like a thunderous strike, echoing in my ears, and I felt the dreadful force pulling me towards it, as if I were a moth ensnared in a spider's web. As the creature drew closer to me, I saw its lips stretch into a horrific grimace, as if it relished in my fear. It raised its hand to touch me, and I felt cold sweat breaking out on my forehead. It extended its hand towards my face, and I closed my eyes, expecting death. But instead of feeling a deadly blow, I felt something cold and sharp touch my skin. I opened my eyes and saw that the creature was holding a bottle of milk, which I had forgotten to take from the shelf. Its eyes, it seemed, were now filled with something other than horror. They were full of compassion. "Forgive me," it said, its voice trembling strangely, as if it were barely holding back tears. "I forgot that you're just here for groceries." I silently took the bottle from its hand, struggling to suppress my tremors, and slowly backed away from it, feeling the fear leaving my body as if spirits were exorcising an evil demon. The creature remained standing there, in the darkness, its eyes extinguished, as if candles blown out in the windy night. I dashed out of the store as fast as I could, my mind unable to fully grasp what had just happened. I pondered over the incident for a long time, trying to understand what exactly I had seen there, in the dark void between the store shelves. That encounter changed me forever. I could never again enter stores in their final minutes of operation, and the sight of the creature remained in my nightmares, reminding me that some mysteries are better left unsolved.